They were better last week, probably should have won. This is actually tough because it's not straightforward here.
No.
Clarko is going to have the boys flying around on Thursday night.
Shit.
I think North win.
Figure it out! All the rest of the players are injured. They didn't have a bench. A minute ago you have a shot. You take all your time, you can't have the shot. Put it together! We're trying to help you win a game. We're doing everything we can. Umpires, playing against half a team. Figure it out!
Friday, Feel Good Friday. I feel like everyone's very angry this week, or has been. A lot of spot fires, left, right, and centre. Everyone arguing. We got brought into it. Giants coming for us. Mm-hmm. Have they done anything yet?
They mentioned something. I saw the green room.
Yeah.
That was about it.
They put out a definite... There was a threat.
There was a threat. It was a warning shot.
Yeah, it was. A lot of people just going at each other this week.
Yeah.
A lot. But there was also a game of football last night.
Yeah.
I mean, it was football for sure. It was one of the great halves of football. Absolute snooze fest. If you want to get a nap in, you would have done it last night in the first half. North, Eston somehow survived. Absolute hardtack.
Yep.
3-point winners. Now, we all know the controversy on in the game. Kane versus North. It led the conversation. It led the broadcast. And Kane, don't know if you got the last laugh, but he would have sat there smiling last night.
Absolutely.
I told you. So I think we can just talk about the last 5 minutes of this game.
Works well for me.
What happened?
Yeah.
What was going on? Let's go with that umpire decision. So it gives North a free kick. There's a ball up.
Mm-hmm.
He's blowing the whistle. The players are still like grappling and wrestling for the ball. The ball spills out. And Constanti boots the ball into like the 20th row of the stands.
Mm-hmm.
And the umpire goes, you know what? You actually get a free kick for that. I like it. Gives North and Constanti a free kick. And then goes, actually, I've just been told. Points to his right ear and says, I've been told I'm going to ball it up. How have you come to a ball-up decision? Because that's a free to Essendon.
What would have been going through his mind, do you think? Like, when you watch it, just in the...
Panic.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think, like, just trying to be on their side for a second.
Okay, let's try and be on their side.
Where do you think he was coming from? Like, where was the confusion, do you think?
I honestly think... Well, that's the thing now. Where was the confusion? Because North booted the ball away and he's giving them a free kick. So even when you're trying to say, like, how do you get confused? I'm not sure.
Well, we're getting confused trying to
be in his brain.
The confusion point.
Because it was never, if anything, is a free to Essendon, but he blew a ball up. It was a dead ball, and then the ball got booted into the stands, and he's gone, free kick North. I didn't get it.
Know.
And then also, I've just been told, by who?
Yeah.
AFL came out and said, no, the umpires, they speak to each other, but do they all speak to each other through earpieces? Are we onto them?
Well, if that's the case, surely a bunch of other decisions should be reversed.
That's what the full is today, is that if you guys are doing this and we've seen it like that, then why aren't you doing this all the time?
I think he was watching the Champions League during the week. He was watching too much VAR. It was a panic move. I think he panicked.
Well, everyone's come out saying, no, we're onto you, AFL. We think there's someone in the stands making decisions at the game. We busted you.
Oh.
And then also some more... investigators looked at his ear when he did this whole pointing, to his ears, holding his fingers up to his ear, saying, I've been told. Someone said, well, hold on a minute. We zoomed in, no earpiece in.
They are small. Just 2025, but yeah.
It was wild. I know it didn't make any sense, but it wasn't afraid. It was a ball up in the end. And thank God that Bombers didn't lose by, say, a point.
Yeah.
5 points with that decision. I'm telling you, the umpiring, Laura Kane coming out and saying the umpiring is, it's still really great. The game's in a great state. They might, I know it's hard. It is very hard to officiate. It's very hard as a business for them to get this thing right because you're not going to make everyone happy. But if we're saying it's in a great state and we love this game, we do this because we love football. Surely they're just like laughing after they front the media and say that and then go back.
Got him.
Absolutely got him.
Got him.
We know it's not in a great state. Punked him. Like, you can't sit there and say, no, it's and she spoke about, and she's got a hard job. She spoke about it, games are closer than ever. There's less than 4-goal blowouts. We play 62 games now. And, fans in our percentages say that fans still believe their team has a chance to win at three-quarter time because the game is so close. There are so many issues. And now that everybody, media, players, coaches this week, are literally giving you feedback, and it's getting more pointed saying, hey, respectfully, it's probably not in a great spot.
No.
So we got to listen now.
Also, that is a ridiculous point to make that, statistics show that fans think at three-quarter time that, that's because we're idiots.
Yeah.
That's because we're one-eyed. Mate, St Kilda could be losing by 200 points and I'd go, but hear me out. Because
Legit.
Zach Jones has just been subbed on. Let's just wait and see.
It could be Paddy Cripps versus two teams out there with a quarter to go and I go, you know what?
Yeah.
I reckon we're a chance.
Exactly right.
I reckon we're a chance.
Take umpiring out of it. We're just like that. We're built like that.
It's crazy. And back to the umpires thing. Maybe, everyone's like, don't argue with the umpires. They can't change their mind. Well, that saying's gone. Because it turns out they can change their mind.
Very easily.
If they want. But the game was all in the 5 minutes, 90 seconds to go. Finbar, Marley. I think it's Maley or Marley.
Yeah,
Not sure. One of them. First game, it takes a mark inside 50. And poor guy, we like him, we get around him. Deer in headlights. You just saw him go, okay, so I've got the ball. I can feel the weight on my shoulders here. I'm going to go back, take my 30 seconds. Took about 20 seconds for him to process that in his mind.
He did, yes.
And then didn't leave him enough time to go out and actually execute his kick.
Yeah.
Got a cool play on. Game over.
I think I was trying to figure it out. I think he was working on American time. I think he was counting Mississippi. One Mississippi. I think that was his problem.
True.
But he had some good moments.
He'll look good.
Like,
He'll be right.
took a
He'll be
great
right.
mark.
Just got caught. Debutant.
Yeah.
First game. All the pressure's on you.
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard to try and connect the dots. And him like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I've got the game on my boot here. This is huge.
Yeah.
Okay, I've set the goals for 25 seconds. Okay,
I
better go
totally
back
get
now.
it.
Yeah, it's okay. The goals are definitely there. I get that. So he'll be better for the run. He was very good. Did a few nice marks.
Yeah,
He was great.
absolutely.
He was great.
Especially
So-
that first one was really
Oh, yeah,
impressive.
he got up.
Yeah.
But North, 2 weeks in a row now. Let's just figure it out,
Win a game, please.
Please just win a game. Just you had everything again going for you. Essendon didn't have any players out there towards the end. They didn't really touch the ball. They had literally Zach Merritt versus all of North Melbourne.
Yeah.
And still couldn't get a win. So, a big week for North. I think they'd be glad. Probably exhausting for the boners. Kane, North, a lot has happened for them. Probably the biggest week in their history in a long time. We haven't spoken about North for this much.
No.
And for this long since, when was their last flag?
Yeah, well, 99?
Don't know.
2000.
That
When
long
was it?
ago.
What, I can't
So they've had a
remember.
big week. So, look, I don't know if they'll be all right, but they're slowly edging towards getting a win.
Yeah, they're getting there.
No, they just don't know how to win at all.
No.
They've got no experience of winning. So I would just start with the boys. I'd say, look, if we could stop giving teams maybe a 6-goal head start on us, that'd be a good first step into maybe winning a game.
Shit, they look good, though, the Bombers in that first quarter.
It looked unbelievable.
Could not miss.
And then went on to kick 3 goals in 3 quarters.
Yeah.
If you had said the Bombers would kick 3 goals in the next 3
Yeah, no.
quarters, no, absolutely. There's no way they win. So they have a few injuries, though. Ridley, hamstring.
Yep.
Gresham did a groin.
Okay.
Nice eyebrows on Gresh. Did you see him?
Now,
you have intel here.
Thought it for a long time. That's a pluck. Not
The string one?
whatever that's called.
He's doing that, isn't he?
It's always been the case. And even it looks like slight kind of, not mascara, but it looks tinted.
They're thick.
They're really thick.
Thick pillars on his brows there, yeah. So last week I was thinking, no, Draper from Freo has nice eyebrows as well.
Yeah.
You've seen his eyebrows.
Yeah, they're
But
good.
Gresh's are genuine, just immaculate caterpillars.
Yeah, they're Eugene Levy style.
Yeah. They're just in great nick.
Yeah,
Shout out to
totally.
him. So he did his groin. And then Harry Jones.
Yeah, awful.
Oh. Now unlucky. The turf. Did the turf move on him? Is this another Marvel gate? The dough might be cooked.
Possible hole worthy, didn't it?
It just, so if you didn't see, I'm sure you have. Oh, actually, I don't think they show replays
No,
of
and they
it.
shouldn't.
But he goes to take a mark on the boundary. His leg, he rolls his ankle, but then his ankle doesn't just roll. It dislocates out, and then his
I didn't know.
ankle's
Is that
pointing
a
up.
thing? You can dislocate your ankle?
Well, apparently he did it.
I just-
So they put it back in, and now they're going to see if he's broken his leg or anything like that as well. So it looked absolutely gross. So, as I said before, Merritt, he held this thing together.
Oh,
Honestly, at the start of the year, he said, you know what, I think we should give the really good players all the money and get rid of the 20 other players because we deserve it. We're carrying the team. They should delist 20 players and just pay him what they're on.
they couldn't be any worse.
Buy him a Lambo, do whatever he's being paid right now, it's unders.
I want to preface what I'm about to say by saying Zach Merritt deserves everything he gets. He's
Yep.
he's a freak. He's amazing. There was a moment late on in the fourth, though, where I thought, I think the commentators are glazing just that little bit too hard because he was everywhere. He was out the back intercepting. He did that interception.
Yep.
from LDU, which was awesome. And they're like, this guy's a freak, this guy's a freak. But then seconds later, he just got a handball. And I can't remember which commentator it was, but they just went, oh. And I went, okay. I get it.
Just one guy really liked it.
But it was like, that one was, that one was just a handball. Let's just bring it in
it's like
a bit
when
for a second.
any of the Blues boys do anything, it was like, oh. Yeah. He was amazing last night.
Yeah, he was.
So the Bombers moved to 4-3. Very unconvincing. Very unconvincing 4-3. But they're in it. And we've always said you have to start winning games to be in it to win it.
Yeah,
now, they've won 4 games now, lost 3. Percentage isn't that great, but if you're just winning is form, and we can't knock winning. Mm-hmm. If it's ugly, it's ugly. Take it.
Yep.
North just got to keep building.
Yep.
Keep building. It was first quarter was bad. The next 3 look so good. There's so much potential there.
Yeah, gotcha.
They've got to figure out. Paul Curtis not playing is also like their best player being out. Didn't help at all.
No.
So Thursday night football game for the ages. We now move on. Let's never really talk about this one again. We've got Friday night footy coming up tonight, which is massive. Mm-hmm. Your mob, you'll be there. How are we feeling? What are the vibes like?
Well, we've got a debutant, Hugh Boxall. So Boxall, I think you pronounce it. So I'll definitely get confirmation on that before the headshots.
What do you got for him for the intro?
I've asked him. So I'm waiting to see what he says. Have you got any requests?
Yeah, great.
You got to. Yeah, I did. I did that for McRae. And he just replied with, just my name's fine, mate. And I went, yep.
Did you just do Jack McRae?
Yeah, and I went, Jack McRae. I was trying to make it a thing. But that's okay. Feeling pretty good, to be honest. I've seen a lot of Freo scarves
in town
already, which is worrying.
They must have flocked here.
Yeah, at the cafe this morning. But that's okay. Feeling good. We're still there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
So what I would really hope is, obviously we've got a huge game next week against the Blues for Spud's match.
Yeah.
I really want to enter that with some confidence. So I think it'll be important.
I think, obviously you do need some confidence going into that. You can't roll out tonight and just get absolutely banned.
No.
All signs probably point that the Saints win this game.
I don't see why not. I know that Freo have got it in them, but as you always say, if Ross turns up to a game and decides we're just going to kick one more point than you for the whole game, he will bring us down to whatever level we need.
Ross is literally going to drag this to like, you know what, I'm making this the grossest game of football ever, but if I walk away with a win, bugger it. Yeah. Or he could say the opposite, let's just go all out attack.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it happen so far this year.
Either
we can do it, so...
Not happy either, Ross. See him whack the AFL.
Yeah. Man. Good.
Came out and said this is good enough. If they had any kind of common sense, they'd realise that the 4-week suspension that our boy got, Alex Tyree, isn't actually 4 weeks. It's now 6 weeks because they have a bye to start the suspension and then end with a bye in the VFL system. Went to the AFL system saying, how does the comp not align with the suspensions? It means that our top 10 draft pick now, because it's going to miss a month and a half of football. It worked because Laura Kane came out and said that's fine. His first week of missing in his suspension can be this week, and like an internal practice match they have with the bye. So he's like, yeah, you can serve his suspension on that if I have to. If I have to. And then Laura Kane again said, on the back of the Paul Curtis thing, said, yeah, look, maybe there is some wriggle room here for suspensions going forward because the system that we've in place, it's set up to design, it's set up to avoid mass injury and more hurt to players with the matrix we have right now, the grading system, which we fucking hate.
Massively.
It makes no sense. There's so much grey in it. There's no accountability or like even thought to maybe the action doesn't deserve the punishment. She's come out and said, yeah, maybe we can be more fluid and change that.
Well, I've got a solution maybe.
Do it now.
If we're just copying the fact that they're just going to make it up as they go along.
They are.
Let's change maybe the way we speak about it from 4 weeks to 4 games. And then why doesn't the coach choose which 4 games to take the player out from? So instead of 4 weeks consecutively, we'll go, all right, Paul, we do probably need you against Essendon because it's a possible winnable game.
Need you for both West Coast games.
Yeah, but then take those ones off. I reckon that'd be great.
They could, yeah. True, because what do they do in soccer? If you get a red card in a...
Oh, well then, no, yeah. You do have to...
But if you get a red card in a regular season game, do you get to play like a cup game?
Well, no, exactly. You can play, so if you get a red card in the Premier League, you can play in the Champions League that week.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild to me that you can do that.
Yeah.
So there has to be some room. And everyone's saying now, well, if you're coming out and saying this, she had an absolute day on SCN and she's a friend of the program. Now, I said that. I don't think she actually... Yeah. Not everyone can be a friend of the program. She's definitely not the friend of the program. Neither is Nick Rebolt. We'll get that soon. But she said that, on SEN that the game's in a great place statistically wise, and that, maybe we can change the system now on the back of the ball curve situation.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you just do it now? Why wait 15 weeks to be like, you know what, we know it's bad, but we got to wait to the end of the season. Just do it now. Mm-hmm. Don't even change the match. Just be like, hey, sometimes some incidents that happen, they're going to be ugly and they're going to look bad, and they'll get put through the algorithm that you have on your wall that makes no sense, and you spit out 3 weeks. But maybe we look at it and go, actually, Paul should have been 1.
Yep.
Just to give people enough players a heads up, say, hey, probably chase down tackles. If you drive them to the ground, it's not a good look. It'll get 1 week. But why wouldn't you change it now?
Well, I sound like a broken record when I say this, but if you compare AFL to literally any other business in the world outside of any other professional sport, we had a chat during the week about how we could get better. You think that we're going to wait until the end of the year and then be like, all right, starting next year,
we'll get better.
We'll fix these things.
Just do it.
You go, no, it's not working. Let's do it now.
Just do it now. And back on the feedback of literally, I feel like literally everyone, the people in our comment section, they come from different teams.
Yeah.
And they very rarely all get along. They're getting along on being on the same page of something needs to change here.
When you posted that Ross clip, everyone's going, yep, Ross is dead on from this from a Collingwood fan.
So we're telling you, to the league, we are begging you to just do something to make it better.
Yeah.
The games, we love a football. It does so many great things for us, but it can be so much better.
Yes.
So let's make it better. Back to the feuds. We had North Kane banning him now. Probably don't want to go into too much, last few days, been a lot of Kane at North. Banning him from the rooms. Mm-hmm. What were your thoughts on it?
On the ban?
Yeah, well, I know, oh my God, you have a feud with him as well.
Well, I'm not surprised. He's banned from us. He's banned from our rooms.
Is he banned from Saints as well? Yeah.
No, these rooms.
Oh, yeah. He's banned from here.
I felt like, for starters, it's not old news. It happens to journos all the time. It's just not necessarily made public, right? So this isn't like a brand new thing that's happened. I loved it. I felt like standing up for your guy,
Yeah.
Sorry. And it did. It felt like it crossed the line. Like we criticise players if they deserve it, but you don't. No, it's not the forum.
No,
I don't know. It's not. It wasn't right. So no, it's good.
You're right. Journos get banned all the time. North has made it public, and fairly, unfairly, it happened. So now they have to. It'll blow everything in this, in the media landscape. Blows over in a few days.
Yeah,
it'll just go. The next one. We did have a still on North. They had the Paul Curtis changing his DP. Yes. On Instagram to ATFL.
Yeah, brilliant.
Australian Touch Football League.
Kept Hilarious. It for a little bit. And then I think someone told him.
So this is where the feuds are going. So people are now taking their feuds to Instagram and their profile pics. And then we had the Jamara one and Nick Riewoldt.
Yeah, didn't see that one coming.
Well, that was from nowhere. So I didn't think we expected a spot. So Nick Riewoldt, I guess a lot of people have been heavy on Jamara and what has happened this year for him, not playing, not going to training, his own schedule, a lot of stuff. It's been going for so long now. So Jamara has just sat there, obviously tried to, I can assume, go about his business. I don't really know the details of it. Then just randomly yesterday goes, he must have gone, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to put a photo up of Nick Riewoldt. Now, the pic is very significant in this story because it's the photo that came out when Nick's nudes got leaked, 15 years ago now? A long time. So that photo of just his face, we all know what the photo meant.
Yeah.
Jamar put his DP, and then that just went to another level of what is going on here? A new feud has dropped. Wild. So there's been a lot of people coming for me now as well about it.
Why? What did you do?
From the Nick's Riewoldt team.
What did you do?
I just spoke about it.
Oh, the post.
So I've got their team buzzing me flat out about it. I'm just trying to, all we do is report what happened.
Yeah.
That's it. So everyone needs to calm down. There's no feuds here. You might have a few feuds. I've got no feuds.
You're Switzerland.
I am Switzerland, very much so. So that's happened. And then outside of that, I don't think it's a feud internally, but the Eagles have a feud with themselves at the moment. Which is just what. If anyone's going to have a feud with themselves at this current time in the season, the Eagles will have an internal feud with what's going on. So they called for it's been labelled a crisis meeting.
Okay.
So Ryan Daniels reported on this that the West Coast Eagles players and footy department meeting was held before the Essendon game last round, or in round 6, and it was an open communication session for key parties.
That's well worded.
The coach, along with 15 senior players, spoke about any issues that they might have with the direction of the club on the field, off the field, the handling the Oscar Allen situation, players who were extremely frustrated in the space, leadership group not consulted on the Oscar thing when it came to life, belief is stronger support was needed, like clarity around selection decisions, communication breakdowns between players and club management, injury management, communication in that space, along with logistical issues relating to family members, fan days, travel plans. General tone was intense, fed up with losing and little things falling by the wayside, which contribute to being a successful club over time. So, off the back of that, Andrew McQualter has come out and said, this wasn't an intervention, guys. This was just an open meeting saying, hey, I know we're all frustrated. Let's get better here.
What was the sentence they used, sorry, at the start there? It was a collaborative...
It was a crisis meeting.
But how did they describe
Open
it?
communication session for key parties.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
So that's where that. Things aren't going great out west. Let's just say that. When you're having that, like... I mean, I guess you would be more concerned if they weren't talking about the things.
Let's just say this, Dan. You just said, about the AFL.
Yeah.
Get in a room and figure this out because it's not working. So all power to them.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure it out.
Figure it out. So hopefully they have figured it out. I know there was a big meeting, so hopefully they figure it out and can move forward here because we need them to get a win.
Yeah.
We're on them hard.
Yeah.
Who have they got this week again?
Well, you tipped them, didn't you?
I have tipped them.
Demons.
Melbourne. Yeah, this is, and going to the Demons. Demons without Clary now.
Yeah.
So he's going to miss a week. He's dealing with some stuff personally, and the club and him have agreed that it's best for him not to play against the Eagles on Saturday. They expect him to return to the program next week. So let's see how they go here. So off the back of this meeting, hopefully they can turn it around.
I mean,
Get one back.
We've got them.
We've got them.
So...
We've got them big time. So a big, big week of football going into a massive round of football as well. We're just getting started here. I'm exhausted already. It's been a long week for everyone.
So you had Barnbougle.
Yeah.
How was it?
Great. Great experience.
What did you think of my homeland?
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
How so?
Just a different vibe there.
Yeah.
Just a different vibe. So people are lovely. That's for sure. That's for sure. So... I loved it, but I'm not a great golfer, but being in Tassie in the space, I can see the attraction of people going down there.
Yeah.
Can see it. Very open.
Yeah.
A lot of property, a lot of space.
And, mate, that was just Launceston and the northwest coast. So think about that when you go down south.
True.
Where the real action is.
I know. So I can see why players, great golf course, you move next to the golf course, you want to go down there.
Oh, they'll love it.
For sure.
Imagine that.
Back of the grape thing. So we had a lot of feedback on the
Yes.
grapes. If you have, one grape is worth, a box of 1,000 grapes, one is worth 100,000. How many are you having?
Yep.
I
And
said
one kills you.
One kills you. Now, a lot of back and forth of is 500 out of 1,000 or logistics of like percentages and maths. It's not 50-50. I think it is 50-50 still.
Well, I don't know numbers, but if you have half of them.
Then it is 50-50.
Then
That's the equation. I don't know. It's way above our thinking levels. But I did then go, okay, shout out to all grapes. We need to see, can someone actually drop off 1,000 grapes here and we'll put something in a grape. And if we have that grape, then we'll work it out. So we're still doing that, but we've taken a little left turn to make it happen. So instead of eating 1,000 grapes, because I can die eating 500 grapes, there's something in the grapes that can kill me. We're going to do 1,000 cups on the floor. We're going to fill them up with 1,000, I don't know how much will be in each cup, but 1,000 cups will be full of grape Gatorade.
Okay.
One in the 1,000 will have a lot of laxative in it. And I've pledged that I could have 500,000. So we're going to do this on Monday.
500.
Sorry, 500.
That's quite a lot.
I've said that I'd have 500. So we're actually going to do a simulation of it. Which one will one of these give me the absolute runs mid-record here? So we'll start off doing it. Come start the record on Monday. And then surely by the end of it, I'll go back and forth to the cups, keep drinking as recording. And if I have to run out here and shit my pants, then I'm shitting my pants, but I'm dead.
Two things. Laxatives, I've not had them. Do they work instantly?
Yeah.
So it's not like you'll find out in an hour's, 2 hours time?
I think what we're doing here will really up the dose of laxative. So it's a straight.
Yeah. And maybe at the bottom of that cup, I'll just put
I think you should mark the cups.
Mark it.
So you'll know whether every cup gets marked 1, 2, 3. Actually, there's a lot of cups to mark.
No, I'll just mark the bottom of the one, before I fill it up.
Yeah.
Mark that one as the laxative one. So then when you have it, you go, oh.
I just realised 1,000 cups is a lot of cups in here. We'll make it work.
We'll definitely
make it work. So that's happening Monday. Because everyone is a sicko and wants to see it. So we'll see it. So a big week, a big round coming up. Short and sweet this one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like it, mate.
That's
It's
okay.
Friday morning, get out.
Get out there, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your round of football. I'm going to prepare the gut for what might be just an extremely messy Monday.
No.
We'll see you on Monday.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.